cyclists are piloted. So we have Ignacio Avila Rodriguez. His pilot is Joan BERTOLI. And Stephen De Vries from the Netherlands, the 20-year-old, very young and certainly does seem to have a big future if he's already riding off for the bronze medal. His pilot is Patrick BOS.
Yes, Ignacio Avila Rodriguez from Spain, plenty of experience both on the track and also the roads, and in track cycling. Silver medalist in this particular event at World Championships this year and also 2 years ago in 2014.
And he and his pilot, Joan BERTOLI, have been together since 2003. Interestingly, Rodriguez has had a successful career in athletics as well. He's 37 years of age. And we will see him in a number of events over the next week or so of competition.
Yes, both BERTOLI, the pilot for Avila Rodriguez, have been together since 2013. And Stephen De Vries from Netherlands looking to get a medal again for Netherlands after they had earlier in the session received a bronze medal. Here is Stephen De Vries, and piloted by, as you saw there, Patrick BOS.
Ciclistas de amarelo e vermelho da Espanha.
So away they go in the men's B 4,000 metre individual pursuit bronze medal encounter, and let's get a bit of a guide after 125 metres. It is the Netherlands, Stephen De Vries, just with a slender margin at the moment.
So a better start for the Dutch riders at the very, very early stage of the race. Track bikes are so responsive, very light, so you'll see how the cyclist at the rear tucks in, make themselves as still and aerodynamic as possible while still leaning into the bends. Get a bit of an update for you shortly.
It's been an explosive start from De Vries with a really good buffer at the moment of about 0.6. Let's have a look here. It's now to 1.3. So at the early part of this race through 1,000 metres, 1.2 seconds is the margin. For 1,000 metres, it was Avila Rodriguez 108.534 and trailing by 1.2 ahead of, or behind De Vries, 107.332.
It will be interesting to see how close, I mean, how much of a time difference there is between this race and the next. This, of course, the ride-off for bronze, the gold to follow.
And obviously there'll be some variables here as well with how the pilot is performing, but also it is a fairly long event, the 4,000 metres, so you could expect some fluctuating fortunes here. And already it's back to 0.8, the margin between these two.
So Stephen De Vries, the 20-year-old, won the 2015 World Championships, third in the time trial in that same championships in this year's championships rather, in Montechiari in Italy. So that margin, it's not really changing much at the moment. It's sort of drifting between 0.7 and 0.8 of a second.
We get a good look at halfway. It was 209.6 for De Vries, 210.4 for Avila Rodriguez, and now that margin back to 0.6. So this is going to be, again, for the bronze medal, this is going to be close.
So that margin creeping down yet again, 0.597 of a second in it. Very slim margins indeed. We still have a substantial portion of the race to come.
So this is where the endurance is required. And you can see the concentration, the lactic acid is starting to really build up now into the final 1,000 meters. So it is De Vries and also Avila Rodriguez doing battle here. De Vries 3:12.8, Avila Rodriguez 3:13.216. So can the Spanish rider dig in deep here?
Well, he's managed to nip that margin down ever so slightly again. 0.432 of a second in it, so he's just reeling it in just ever so slightly.
So 500 meters to go, and it is 0.47 the difference. So he's really going to have to find something. You can see there's some big breaths being taken now by the Spanish rider. De Vries gets the bell. 250 meters to go, and it's out to 0.6. You'd think it's going to be a bronze medal for Netherlands, and it is going to be with a time of 4.08 or thereabouts, 4:15.7, and it's a bronze medal by just under a second.
So that time, 4:15.796, a very, very solid ride there, and they'll be thrilled with that performance. They led the whole way, but a gallant effort from the Dutch riders, and Stephen De Vries will have to be very pleased with that effort.
Indeed, and plenty of elation there, and his pilot Patrick